are you this evening?
I am a little distraught from Overwatch, but we'll get more into that after we play the theme song and all that jazz.
True that.
But other than that, I'm doing decent, I'd say, you know? Yeah. I started a new thing.
Which is?
So, for the new year, we discussed this on, I think, the Patreon podcast, that neither of us do New Year's resolutions or anything like that. So, I thought of the idea. I don't know why I thought of doing this, but I was thinking about journaling. Like,
Okay.
for my mental health, you know, so I can examine my shit and, like, put it to words and shit. So I started doing that, and it's been interesting, to say the least. Yeah, just a new thing that I'm doing.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. That sounds pretty good.
It's pretty decent. I was surprised, but like I thought of it and I was like, this is a thing that I might do. And then one day I was just sitting here on TikTok and I was like, yeah, fuck it. And I think I talked about in the first day, it's nothing special. It's just talking about the Whale movie and how it made me feel like uber sad compared to other movies.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a start of something, I guess. We'll see what happens in like a year from now when I'm like, oh, what did 2023 Chris say? And I'm like a different person entirely.
Here's what I wrote.
Yeah. But yeah, thought that'd be a fun thing to do. So
That sounds good.
yeah. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm okay. I've been just doing my norm. I don't even think I have anything new or necessarily exciting. Just been household man and work.
Household man, here to save the day.
Here to do whatever anybody else wants me to do. Household man, putting himself last all the time.
Hey man, I feel you there. But yeah, it's been very uneventful, I'd say, in this new year. It's just in a general sense, you know? There's not too much going on yet. I think gaming is kind of like starting to kick back up a little bit, but at the same time, there's not too much going on.
No.
I did do this year's fantasy league draft for our other Discord. We do like a little fantasy draft of video games for the year, like football, and it's based off of their Metacritic scores. And I would like to say that I think that I have probably the best like lineup, if I do say so myself.
Okay.
See if I can pull this up real quick. What is it called? Fuck. What is the website?
PORNHUB.
I found it.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what I needed. That Pornhub. All right, 1 second. I have to log into all the jazz. All right, so I want you to tell me how you think my list sounds, top to bottom. I'm not gonna go over everyone else's list just because, you know. Whatever.
I got you.
So, for new gaming franchise, which is a new thing we've added this year, I picked up 2 very good games, I believe, in my own personal opinion. And for some reason, Google News just showed up on my goddamn... What the fuck? It won't go away. Okay, there it is. Sorry. Computers are bad today. If you know, you know. But I picked up the game Pepper Grinder, which I heard of because of you, I believe. You showed me the trailer of it.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that game. When does that come out?
I can actually tell you this.
That's Devolver, right?
It's 2023 estimated. So there's no like specific time of year, but it is estimated 2023. So that's one of the ones that I picked for my new game franchise. And then the other one, Wolong Fallen Dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
This game looks so good. Surprisingly, someone counterpicked it. And they think that it's not going to do good. And then, in theory, they would get points for it not doing good on mine. But if I get points, then they lose points, I guess is how it works.
Makes sense. Yeah.
We also have the expansion pack as like a single expansion pack we have to pick for the year. I picked Cyberpunk 2077 because of that fucking Idris Elba shit coming very, very soon. And then here's my list, bottom to top. The last one that I'm gonna say is the first. No, I'll start from the top and go down. This is the first game that I drafted. You're gonna be shocked because I came to play to win. I want to hear what your thoughts are. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean,
that was my number one draft pick. Number one.
Because there's so much cachet that comes with that.
Oh yeah,
that's a smart pick to win.
Then after that, for 2, Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Okay.
Comes out pretty soon, but it's a Star Wars game by Respawn, so gotta be phenomenal. Then another one that might shock you, Diablo 4. Because people love Diablo. I've never understood the love for it, but people love that shit.
I get Diablo and I get why it's good. I've never played a Diablo, but those type of games, like I like those type of games. I've never played that one. They're addictive, so I understand the popularity behind them.
The hype factor for that game is 84.6, whatever that means. I'm projected to get 12 points from it, so I'm feeling pretty good. Next up was Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League, because fuck yeah. After that, The Wolf Among Us 2, from the people who used to be at Telltale, and now they're coming back to do the second one now that Telltale's not a thing, new company, but still same license. Alan Wake 2, Like a Dragon Ishin, which we fucking loved the look of from the Game Awards. I think it was Game Awards, right?
It wasn't Game Awards.
It was the one right before it. It was a Keighley, though.
It was a Keighley? I thought it was a PlayStation event. It was a PlayStation event, wasn't it?
Well, we were together. We watched it together because we have a TikTok of us watching it.
Oh, well, I guess it was a Keighley.
It might have been just
it definitely
E3?
wasn't the Game Awards. For sure, it wasn't the Game Awards.
Was it E3? It might have been E3. Shit.
It's E3, man. Time flies.
Holy shit. But yeah, so I got that one because it looked cool. After that, Tekken 8. And then Dead Island 2. And Sons of the Forest. That's my list so far.
So who got Spider-Man?
Who got Spider-Man? I forgot who got.
I'm about to say, because if you didn't say that, I was waiting for that.
Yeah, that was the first round pick for Anna. But the way that the draft worked this year, I went second, and I somehow got Breath of the Wild as my number one pick, even though someone was before me. It was actually John, and he picked for his number one, which I think is somewhat not a stretch, but it's one of those things where it's like, might not come out, it might come out, we don't know, but Hollow Knight Silk Song.
I feel like there's a good chance of that dropping this year.
It's definitely up there, and if it does come out, fucking points. But one of those things where it's it still says TBA on it and estimated. So
they showed the trailer finally for that last year, so it's just, I mean, they showed the trailer before, but they showed another one last year. I feel like that's gonna drop. I feel like there's gonna be some kind of, it's gonna either be a direct or something, and you're finally gonna get a date, and I feel like that's gonna happen before E3.
Hell yeah. Just to go over everyone else's first round draft pick, so we can keep an eye out. This is the games that I feel like everyone's actually paying attention to this year. So I had Breath of the Wild. Obviously, John has Hollow Knight Silk Song. And then Lucia picked up Resident Evil 4 Remake.
That's a good shot. That's a good one.
Very good one. Comes really early this year as well. Trevor, Tuscan Sun from Bearman and Friends, picked up Final Fantasy 16.
Yes.
That's the Roman numeral. And then Anna got Spider-Man 2. So it was a very good first round go around.
First round is strong. I'm surprised nobody. Well, I'm not. I don't want to say surprised, but I feel like there's going to be some sleepers here. I feel like one of these Xbox games is finally going to be their sleeper hit this year, and it's going to be Redfall or Starfield. And I think not to say that Starfield. I feel like Starfield's hype factor alone, there's so much behind that game, whether you like how it looks or not, that it'd be a safe choice for somebody to pick.
I'd agree with that. Xbox really needs to come out this year swinging, I think, just because they're not falling behind. They're just existing. They're not failing at all. They're not losing money. They just don't have anything that's a a need to get this system at the moment, which is fine. It does what it needs to do, you know, but yeah. I am projected to win this year from the projected points. I got a whopping 150.3 that are projected to come to me. And close behind me is Trevor with 128. So just the projected points alone, I might be taking home the belt this year. Just saying.
It's a good shot. You got a good shot.
I lost the first year. Now I got to come back. I have a podcast where I talk about video games. I need this.
I need to be able to come on here and talk about my victory.
Yeah. I need this, man. No, I'm just kidding. It's fun, but it should be a good time. I think the first one that got drafted that comes out is Fire Emblem Engage. So a lot of Fire Emblem stuff was picked this year by Lucia specifically. But,
I could have guessed that she picked it.
There was a decent, and she also picked Peppa Pig World Adventures as a game, which was a big shock. But apparently, that was the second to last round that we picked. We still have like 10 to 15 to still fill out, but for the draft itself, apparently the Peppa Pig games get really good fucking scores somehow.
What'd you say recently in the chat? Kids are stupid or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They're the worst. Kids are stupid. Listen, that conversation was a time.
What do you know? He's just at your brother's in Nintendo headquarters on Discord talking to you.
Honestly, the funniest part, we did that in the Patreon peeps chat, right? I think. Yeah, because I think it was based off a Patreon episode. I could be wrong because I don't think it was in the general. No, it was in the general.
It was
because then I posted that I was live later.
Because he was catching up on the podcast.
Yeah, true. Okay, so it was in the general chat, and I'm just like sitting there the whole time, like, why is he defending this so hard? I don't even remember saying this, but I was like, yeah, that is my opinion, but I don't remember saying it, like, and why I need to be attacked by it. But it was very fun, to say the least. I was so behind on work, it was bad. I was literally just in Discord for 4 hours straight, what felt like. Man. I had nothing done by lunchtime. I went to look at my numbers at lunch, and I was like, "Oh, shit!"
It was a time passing ass morning with that conversation going on.
Yeah, I don't even remember what the whole thing was about now. That's the crazy part. Like, if you jogged my memory, I know it's about the Nintendo Switch and something about it, but I don't know the specifics anymore. My brain is just like. Whew.
All I have to say is I don't know who hurt CJ King Animation in this episode, but he is just saying the most exaggerated takes ever, which are so far from correct. To start, saying the Switch is outdated when it was first released. To start, saying the Switch is outdated when it was first released. The next saying Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is equivalent to a Game Boy game, so they had no reason to mess it up.
Yes. I don't see anything wrong with those statements. Still, and it's fine. Listen, when it came to when I was saying that the Switch was outdated when it came out, here's the thing. Was it extremely outdated? No. But was it outdated technologically? Yes. Compared to the other consoles in the market. Does that change anything? What console's better or not? No, it's just factually looking at the specs. It is very low tech compared to the others. It's also a handheld, but
that's what it was. It was good for because it was no more DS. There's no more handheld. It's just one console. Yeah. So they were killing it with that. You could take games that were currently running on PS4 and Xbox One. With certain games, obviously everything didn't come to that thing.
Yeah,
and Nintendo games and have it on the go, which was what got them out the gate.
Yeah, they came out the gate with really good games that are first party, but all the third party games on Switch, if you have the option to play it, you choose to play it on a good console, and you still do that, that's just the way it goes. But it's fine. I think there was another thing I said in the Patreon podcast that we just posted this past week where I was talking slander on Mario and how I don't like Mario at all. And it's just because, didn't grow up on him. And fucking John goes in the Patreon peeps chat to let me know that there was an actual issue with the podcast. He's like, hey, right after you were hating on Mario, the podcast got so... It wasn't verbatim that, but it was somewhat that. It was when I was in the middle of berating Mario and his brother or some shit. I can't even remember.
Like now I gotta go back and find it.
Yeah, it was very funny to say the least.
I got you, even if you don't like Mario and his sibling.
Yeah, that. Fine, I guess I'll help you guys, even though half of you are dumb. Listen, I don't like Mario. I'm sorry.
You should be.
Listen. I'm also just not good at the games. That's the thing. It's if I was good at the games, I'd love Mario.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much the similar thing to Batman to me, because I like all the characters that aren't the Batman of the Mario universe, which is Mario. You know, I like Luigi because I like Luigi's Mansion. It's cool. Love Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
Yoshi's dope in the game where little baby Mario's on your back. Love it.
Yeah.
I'm not good at names. That one, yeah. Sorry, my brain's running fast and not catching the names on the way out.
I got you.
But yeah, man. And then Wario, love WarioWare.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there? That's a side character that got its own game, kind of.
Toad.
Does Toad have his own game?
Yeah.
Really?
Toad's Treasure Tracker. It's
I'm sure I'd love that game.
Isometric. I guess you can call it puzzle platformer, but it's more of an isometric puzzle game.
Okay. What is it on?
It was on Wii U and then it came out on Switch.
I might have to check because I think that I just don't like Batman, and Batman is Mario. That's just the way it is.
But it's fun. It's a good way to it reminds me of a super refined phone game. It looks like something that would be on a phone, but it plays better than anything on a phone. If it makes sense. But you look at the formula and it's just I could see someone making a phone game out of it.
Yeah, 100%. I feel that. Yeah. It's been an interesting week to say the least. In the Save Before Quitting Discord, so make sure you join up on that.
Yeah, the Discord's been popping this week.
Goddamn, people buying shit and also all this.
We ran ass backwards into a new show concept after the argument.
Yeah. True. But yeah. I guess you want to just start the show, get in and get out.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Get in and get out.
Theme song.
It's late. Theme song. Go.
Bond.
Yes, I gathered that. Okay. Relax, James.
It's not James, it's Bond. James Bond.
James Bond, yes. Imagine that's how the next James Bond movie starts. He
just
keeps fucking
Falcon Punch.
Who's his fucking, doesn't he have an Alfred? What's his name?
I don't think it's a direct person, but I know that the agency always has the guy that's hey, Mr. Bond, here's the technology you need. It's a toothpick that's actually a full dildo.
So I just imagine him doing that thing. And he's get out of the mirror, Bond. We have things to do.
Get out of the mirror, Bond. It's gonna explode in 3 seconds after someone's in it.
He's yeah, but I look so cool.
Dead. End of the movie.
Credits. Who was James Bond played by in that version?
John Mulaney.
Yeah, it works. That works immediately. That's fine.
But I'm looking in the mirror.
Oh no! I've been blown up by the mirror.
I'm using this mirror to do blow.
Bond.
Drugs.
James. Credits.
It would work, and I hate it. I think it's me this week, so level up, gamers. and welcome to another episode of the Save Before Quitting podcast. As always, I'm joined by my lovely co-host of
It's
Mario.
Mario.
And I'm Chris. I hate Mario, but not that Mario.
That's gonna confuse the audio amigos.
Yeah. True.
Also, that whole James Bond thing is gonna confuse them too.
They're not 100%. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Audio amigos are loving the visual aspects of the show.
Right.
But whether you be audio or video amigo listening to this podcast here, make sure you guys go over to our social media. Everywhere is save the letter B, the number 4 quitting, over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Titty. Make sure to go check out that YouTube, definitely, because we have random shorts popping off from the Patreon pod. And if you want to see more of that discussion, it is officially live on the Patreon now. You can go check that out. Speaking of the Patreon, go join it, patreon.com/save letter B number 4 quitting, where you get 2 extra podcasts a month. But this month it's 4 because we fucked up last month, and 2 + 2 is fish.
That's correct. Somehow that's all correct.
Yeah, if you just put the 2 shape together, it makes the fish.
Yeah,
it's like that, kind of.
Yeah.
Solar flare. No wait, is that solar flare?
I thought solar flare was this.
Oh yeah, that, or is it this way? Like it's like jazz hands.
Yeah. But I know.
And what's this? This is TN.
That's TN's thing, and it was like that triangle beam that just like had a lot of pressure, pushed you down.
What is it called?
I don't remember.
My brain is gonna get it in the middle of the podcast. But while you're trying to remember the Dragon Ball Z stuff, you can also go to our website, savebeforequitting.com, where you can pick up some merch. I think Ant is wearing a merch that is ours.
I am.
He is. Look at that shit.
Save Before Quitting. Check that out right there.
Right there. And it says something on the other side, but you got to pay extra money to see that side. Go to the website and look.
Go to my OnlyFans to see the other side of that.
I was talking about Patreon, but that works too.
Yep, that is our OnlyFans.
Kinda. What am I forgetting to advertise? Email us, savebeforequitting@gmail.com. For any brand deals, any questions, any concerns. What else any spam?
Yeah, definitely that.
The food product, not the bad emails.
Yeah. Send all your cans of spam. We'll eat it all live on the show.
I had spam for the first time the other week and I liked it. So yeah, let's do that.
Welcome to spam.
Welcome to spam. Podcast title. There it is. Now that we've gotten our podcast title, there's only one last thing to do before we get into the main show, and that is ask Ant, what did you play this week? Don't do this to me. Oh no.
I'm back.
It is going to be a 90-minute show. Holy shit.
Old Ant is back. I didn't play a damn thing for a week. And I know that's like not surprising most of the time. But lately, I feel like I've been coming on here playing stuff. And I played nothing. I played nothing this week. And I thought about games. I even went on Steam and put stuff on my wish list. Didn't play a thing though.
I love how you're just window shopping for games as of this point because of how busy you are.
I don't even play them. I think I just see games. I'm like, I would play this and then purchase them and then I just have them. I just have a bunch of games I would play.
I fuck with this. This is kind of like an NFT, fire. Sure.
Yeah, this is.
In theory, if you don't play them, you can get a refund for it on Steam. No,
because then I'm gonna go to play. I feel like at some point I'm gonna be able to play them, but I go on. I see games that I know I would play, or games that are retro inspired, and I'm like, oh, it looks so dope. Or I'll be on Twitter seeing and I follow like the indie games hashtag, so I see all the indie people and I bookmark shit for later. Then I go home, add it to wish list, or just purchase flat out, and I just have it
for a rainy day.
Yeah.
God damn. That sucks. If you could have played a game this week, which one do you think you would have played out of the wish list that you've accumulated?
Well, I got mad stuff on the wish list. I'm trying to think of the ones I actually bought.
I have an idea. For any time that you haven't played something.
I'm about to go look at it now.
In the future. Like we could try to start it here if you have the opportunity to, but anytime in the future, if you don't get a chance to play a game, you talk about what games you put on your wish list for the week.
Oh, well,
or bought.
That, sir.
That works because then you get to say stuff too in this section, and it's not just nothing next. Bada boom. It's genius.
Not a damn thing.
Genius.
Let me make sure I didn't actually buy. I bought a game called Val Ferris, which is like Contra, but
Okay, but with Ferris Bueller.
Val Ferris Bueller, that's right.
Bueller.
Is there anything else on here that I did
Bueller?
What?
Bueller? He's not here.
No. What's in my wish list?
Just tried to do a bit and it just did not hit.
It didn't. I didn't even know where to go.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of the point of the bit too, but it worked against itself. It's fine. So your wish list.
My wish list. I added Zero Ranger, which is a shoot 'em up, like top down plane shoot 'em up.
Hell yeah.
Old arcade style. Tahoe Luna Nights. I don't even remember what this is. Let's check this out. Oh yeah,
let's see this for the first time.
No, I remember this now. Somebody played this on YouTube, and I was like, I'd play that. It's like a side-scrolling action game, super dope anime style. Gravity Circuit. I'm really excited for this game. It's not out yet, but I added it to my Steam wish list. I don't know when it comes out, but it looks dope. So another side-scrolling action game.
Dope.
I think I talked about everything else. No, Chained Echoes. It's an RPG, like kind of Chrono Trigger-esque. It came out December 8th. I was like, oh, well, I gotta buy that.
Hell yeah.
I will buy it so I can, look at it. And a game called Anton Ball. I don't know much about it yet, but it reminds me of like a Wario Land. But like an indie version of Wario Land.
Hell yeah.
I think that is it. I'm looking at my list now. Oh, and Anton Blast. It's like the sequel, but Anton Ball was like the original, so I felt like I had to get that because I didn't play that one. So I mean, I gotta play the first one, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So it's what is it called again? Anton Ball.
One is Anton Blast and one is Anton Ball. ANTONBLAST.
Cool. And when you play them, technically it'll be Anton Games.
We gotta end the show right there. There's nothing better. We're never gonna get better than that. That's it. Nothing will be said better than that.
Waka waka.
You brought up Pepper Grinder. I have that also on my wish list.
Nice. Pepper Grinder looks so fucking good, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
There was I don't know if you've seen this game. I think you might like the look of this, unless this is one that we already discussed. 1 second. No, it was not that one. Sorry. I was looking at my list and I was like, I think there was one that I picked up that I was like, Ant would like this, but it was definitely not one that I picked up. It was someone else and I can't think of it off the top of my brain now.
Dang.
So we'll see if I find it while scrolling at some point. But yeah, man, I like this idea of you doing your wish list each week because I feel like you're going to have at least 4 to 5 every week to talk about. So even if you don't get to play, you at least are making an attempt. So there's that.
My attempt is always there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also a game called Kogen Cogen Sword of Rewind. It's like a side scrolling action sword. It reminds me of like playing as Zero in Mega Man X. It's just a side scrolling action adventure.
Hell yeah.
That is it. I'm pretty sure that's finally it.
Dope. As far as me, I have played a little bit of Fortnite. I got back into it after there was a little bit of a news that happened where all of the new things like the hammer and the parkour that they added, and then I think there was one more thing that was taken out. They had to take it out because it was all breaking the game for some reason. Like people were using their hammer and then instead of like, hitting the ground, they would swing down and then go through the ground and die through the rest of the map or fly all the way to the roof of the map. And shit was broken. And then they put it back in, but they also put back in the FAMAS, which is, it's technically called like a heavy assault, but it's the FAMAS from Call of Duty 3-round burst gun. Phenomenal. And it's fun to use. So I played a couple games yesterday with Lucia just for like a second before we all got on Overwatch, which I've been playing religiously as of this point.
I'm senior.
I'm trying to get the rank up just because it plays me so fucking low, even with how many wins that I got, no matter what. It was just like, nah, fuck you, you're bronze 5. So I'm just like digging out of the trenches as hard as I can until I get back up. Right. So I don't think I'm going to be a good rank by the end of this season. But I think next season when I go to place, if I place in the same spot I end here, then I can build from that and, get better ranking, and it'll be more accurate when I win all of my placement games that, hey, yeah, maybe that guy is better than the worst of the worst. Like, fuck's sake.
We would hope so.
I really do. I really hope so, because it's starting to piss me off.
Right, I would imagine.
But I played a little bit today with Lucia as well, and we were doing mildly okay in quick play. And we're like, you know what? Yeah, like we were feeling ourselves. Like we had a couple good games where we're like, okay, we could play some comp. And then we immediately got into a push map game, which is the new game mode where there's the robot in the middle pushing the wall. And you have to make your wall go the farthest before time runs out or get to the very end. And we got our shit pushed in.
Ouch. Like much like the wall.
Yeah. It was bad, like really bad. And it wasn't even like a situation where it's like, it's a good fight. Like I would walk out of my spawn and almost die instantly. And I was playing Widowmaker and I probably should have switched, but I was just like so hell-bent on like, no, I'm getting a kill as this woman. It's quick play, it's fine. Or well, in the comp one, it was I was just being a big-headed asshole. But I was gonna get a kill. I didn't. So, we played a couple more, lost a couple more, and then we ended it on a game where we almost lost. We held the other team. They were pushing the payload. We held them right before the first checkpoint, so they didn't even get to it. And then we went to go attack because it was our turn. All we had to do was get to the exact point that they left off at, and we won them immediately. We almost didn't. And
what saved you guys?
I switched to Mei, who is the icy character, and her ultimate is the most clutch thing in shitty situations. So I would throw mine down, it would like freeze people. That gave us the ability to move back and get closer, and then we got stuck again, like right like this close away from it, or we're about to lose, time's running out, and the other damage player is playing Junkrat. He does like the rip tire thing, and just like point blank in front of 3 people, just it's a wheel, and then the wheel fucking goes out and kills them all except for like 2 people, and then those just get cleaned up by Lucia, who's playing our tank, and we just win. I'm like, whew. So we're leaving it on a heater, right? She's like, yeah. Oh yeah. It was a nail biter, to say the least, and yeah, man, it was hard to play that. It's weird because I'll go from like yesterday, I was playing with like 4 people total, and I was just like popping the fuck off. Like I was dropping like 30-40 kills a game as Widowmaker, hitting headshots and shit, and then I go and play today, and I'm like, oh, I can't aim. I forgot.
I am no good.
Yeah, and like there's gotta be a reason for this, but there isn't. It's just off days and on days, I guess. But yeah. And then the last thing that I played this week, I just played it literally 20-30 minutes ago before we started recording. Played a game that I'm going to play tomorrow on stream, and probably we're going to make a video of it as well, called FPS Chess.
Ah, yes. So how was it? It's
free on Steam. Yes. It was funny because I was on Instagram, and I was, you ever just like leave your Instagram stories up and like 8,000 just go past and you forget that you were looking at Instagram stories and you missed a bunch?
Yes.
So I do that a lot. Like I'll open the first one, then I'm like looking at it, and then I'll put my phone down, and then I'll literally miss like 10 people's stories. So like it's always, I saw this meme the other day where it was like, oh my god, he looked at my Instagram story, he loves me, and it's like me actually, and it's just like playing a video game, or like the clicking fast through it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's very much me. But I see one with Ryan that he posted at the gym, and apparently like in the little like waiting area before you walk into where their gym is, they were just playing fucking chess at the table. And I'm like, hey Ryan, try to play this game called FPS chess tomorrow on stream. He's like, yeah, how much is it? I'm like, it's fucking free, bro. He's like, well, what is it? Yeah, it's like that quick. It's made by like one dude. And like the main menu, here's the thing, it's not amazing looking.
Well, I mean, I saw the trailer.
Yeah. And the main menu is rough.
You were right. Like, it's already done.
It's a very, very small game. I did the tutorial. I don't know how to play chess.
Do you need to know how to play chess?
Here's the thing. I think I need to know how you win a game of chess, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Other than that, like, you can click on the piece that you want to move, and it'll show you where you can move it to, which is probably, like, my biggest thing where, like, I would have an issue where I'm like, I don't know where this can move, how it can move with the pieces. I just don't understand the, like, how you take pieces and like, what takes one over the other and gives you advantage over another. I don't know that hierarchy.
Right.
Or, like, what checkmate is. I just know it's a statement that you make in the game. So I'm really banking on the fact that I'm okay at first person shooters, and that will be enough to carry me in this game.
Well, not good at either, so this should be interesting.
So yeah, Ryan's good at chess, so there's that. I've never played chess. I would love to make a video of you and I playing it. I feel like for the stream it'd be like a nice quick thing, and then over with you and I, it would just be us actually trying to figure out how to play the fucking game, and then just missing so many shots at each other.
Yeah.
So
it has to be how it will go.
It's gonna be a good time. I can't wait to play it. I might even play like another tutorial round after we're done recording, just for funsies, because it's pretty fucking funny.
Got it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hell yeah.
People are creative.
Yeah, it's pretty good looking so far, but from what I've seen. But yeah, that's about all I played this week. I guess it's time to move into the news. We still don't have a thing for this, right? We don't have a news. Like the
Yeah, we gotta find a creative way to implement that into a theme song. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm sorry, I gotta think of another game thing that could be news title.
I don't know why I thought of it, but what's the name of the dude in Star Fox that just got like a regular ass name?
It's Fox, Falco, Peppy, Slippy.
Yeah, and there's like some guy, just like a normal human name.
Rob.
It doesn't matter. Is it Bob?
Rob.
We should do like you're like flying, and then Rob shows up, and he's just like, "It's time for the news, Fox," and that's it.
But Rob is just a robot that helm.
No, I thought there was like a fucking like a captain or some shit that was not named anything. I made like multiple TikToks when you played it back then. It's like some random guy.
What was he saying in the TikTok?
It was just you literally said in the TikTok, man, all these other guys like got like names that make sense to their animal. Like you got Fox and you got, you know, this person, and then you got this guy, and I can't remember what his name is.
His name because he's not part of
he's not part of like the crew. He's like just like a guy. I don't know if he was an enemy. I think he was just
I don't remember now.
I'm like blanking so hard on it. In theory, I could probably go to our TikTok and just scroll until I find Star Fox.
You fight.
He was on your team, I think.
Oh fuck! What is his name? I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, Fox. Like he just would say
I forgot
stuff.
his name. He helps you out during that fake ass Independence Day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
One second. I'm stuck on this TikTok website and it's really pissing me off.
What the hell is his name?
Dude, the goddamn website for TikTok is terrible.
I don't remember the name. It's bothering me now.
I'm gonna find it. It's fine. Here, I'm on our page now. Let me scroll until I see some Star Fox. It's gonna be a decent bit. Rhythm games. This is where I played Knack. What, can it scroll?
No.
Oh man, it's not scrolling. The website actually just froze. Are you and I frozen?
Are
you frozen? No, you're not.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm here.
Yeah, my computer is hitching right now.
Hitching in the kitchen.
Well, actually, specifically Google Chrome. My Google Chrome is struggling. Oh, my computer's struggling now. Rut-row, Raggy.
Oh, shit. Yep, you froze. Are you there? There you go.
One second. I'm back. I just force quit Google Chrome and it's like, no! And then it almost took my computer down with it. All right. Let's hope that the video isn't corrupt. It shouldn't be, but all right. Let me find it because I got to find this because we can't move on to news if we don't know the name of the guy that everyone's probably screaming at us.
Yep. Gonna need some help with that.
Save before quitting TikTok. Cool.
Clickety click.
Here we go. You got to do the thing that verifies that I'm not a robot and I'm not trying to come to this damn TikTok and do things, I guess. I don't know. All right, there it is. There it is. Bill.
Yeah, his name is just Bill, dog.
Yeah, that guy. It'll just be Bill screaming at Star Fox like, Star Fox, it's time for the news! Or something like that.
Thanks,
all for
Bill.
that bit. God
all right,
damn.
Bill. Team, follow up.
That would work.
My name's Fox. Star Fox. No, what did he say in there? Something like, we're Star Fox. All Fox's lines are just these super cliche ass lines.
Oh yeah, 100%. All right, so now it's time for the news. If you would like to hear us talk about a news topic, go to our Discord, post the link in the news section, and we'll talk about it.
That is true. He told no lies. All right, news. First up, there is a rumor that Illumination is also, in addition to the Mario movie, working on a Legend of Zelda movie, which I feel like is the most overdue video game franchise movie ever.
Here's the thing. One, amazing screenshot. I'm glad that you included the first retweet.
Yes, I did that on purpose.
Thank you so much. If you don't know what we're talking about, go join the Discord. We're not going to narrate everything that's visually happening. Go to the Discord, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But if you were to choose, how would you do this movie? Because the main character doesn't speak.
Well, he's gonna. Mario never spoke.
Yeah, I mean he did, sentences. But he had a voice from a voice actor.
Link has a voice.
"It's a me, Mario."
Link is.
Yeah, but that's not like a voice. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't say anything canonically. True. Like he's never said a word. Correct?
I feel right. He has.